Jordan!
Iain!
Who was trapped in a bungalow during a zombie outbreak and after running out of food was forced to eat their co-host. And after a few delicious limbs for breakfast, they realised that these zombies are onto something. We're yum.
Al Pacino?
No, two guys. What? Hello and welcome to episode 181 of Two Guys What's Up, the weekly comedy podcast where I couldn't bring myself to eat my co-host, but one guy who knows just what to say to get any piece of me inside his mouth is this guy. It's Jordan. Jordan, why don't you tell us what you're going to be going into today?
Today, Iain, I have maybe a slightly different one for you. I'm not sure how well or not it will work, but we'll find out. I was looking through some Agony Aunt columns.
Okay.
So I have a list of real Agony Aunt questions, and I thought, you know what? Let's make it Agony Iain, and you could answer the internet's Agony Aunt questions.
And you know, that's fair enough, because my life is pretty much filled with agony.
It is.
Yes, yeah, I think I'll be pretty good at this.
Well, we'll find out, won't we? I mean, the internet is on tenterhooks on what you're going to say.
Yeah, hopefully you've chosen ones that people haven't already got answers to, so when they tune into this, they will finally get their answer.
Well, if not, anyone could actually just submit their own on the Two Guys WhatsApp number.
Yeah, please do. Yeah, if you've got any, well, I mean, you know, see how this goes first. But
Maybe.
if you've got any issues, send them in. I'll sort you right out.
He will, in many ways. And what have you got for us?
Well, Jordan, today we're talking about some weirdness that lives in one of those dark corners of UFO lore where the internet, whistleblower culture, and alien races all Roswell-style crash into each other, giving us a list of entities that might not otherwise be that commonly known.
Ooh.
Sure, we've got the Greys, the Nordics, and the Reptilians, but did you know there are loads more classifications out there? And we'll touch on a few, but today we're going to be focusing on one of the more dangerous species around, and they are known as the Trantaloids.
Never heard of it. I'm excited, though.
Oh yeah, you're in for a right treat.
I love it. Okay. And Iain, if people like what they hear, where can they find more?
Well, Jordan, there is one specific place that anyone is welcome at, and they can go to with just one click of one little link down in the description of this episode, or any episode for that matter. This is a place where we have 35 bonus episodes, as well as t-shirts and mugs, all started for just the low price of £3, or about $5, because we do ship to America.
You're joking.
I am not joking, Jordan. This is all the truth. I am nothing but a truth teller. And this location that I am speaking about, this wonderful, marvelous place that you can click on with just one click of that link down in the description, it is our Patreon. Patreon, woo! You can get all those bonus episodes and all our delicious Two Guys What's Up merch down there. Click the Patreon and boom, you're halfway there to looking stylish and drinking from an alien's face.
It's true, yeah.
Yeah, told you I'd tell the truth.
You did, and I appreciate that.
But, Jordan, before we jump into the good stuff of today, there's one question that I have burning on the tip of my tongue that I want to know.
Yes, I will marry you.
Thank God. Oh.
Psych.
Oh. Oh, man, I had a happiness erection then, and now it's gone. It's the quickest I've ever lost it.
Well, maintain it, because I was only joking. Let's do it.
Oh, God. Oh, hell. Oh, you made me the happiest man alive. No, actually, no, I retract it now. But how are you? How are you doing?
I'm all right, thank you. There was a bit of an embarrassing thing that happened at the weekend.
Oh, God. Right, go on.
I don't know. I feel like I'm slightly in the wrong, really, but maybe you can let me know.
I am an Agony Ian.
You are. That is very true, actually. Or soon will be. So I was at a country show. First of all, I guess I was slightly put on the back foot. Me and my wife went, and it was like £15 each entry. And I thought, oh, that's a little bit steep, but okay. And then it ended up being a little bit rubbish. Not particularly great. We ended up walking around all the stalls. There wasn't anything that interesting. But as we got to the last couple of stalls, there was a Greek stall that had a selection of really nice olives and baklava and things like that. Mm-hmm. But there was no prices.
Yeah, so they get you.
Yeah, that was the first red flag. But my wife quite likes some posh olives and things like that. And we thought,
posh olives?
Well, yeah, you know, like not just a tub of olives, but marinated in all sorts of different stuff. I mean, they look good. Mm-hmm. If you like olives, that is. And I don't. So
I don't.
Even I thought they looked all right.
Wow.
So there was this tub that I can only describe as, if you've ever been to Morrison's Salad Bar, you know, like they have the little plastic containers.
I know exactly what you mean, yep.
Yeah? So they had something like that, where you could then put what you want in and then, close it up.
Go for the till.
That's such a good point, yeah. It was all card payment, sadly.
Damn it.
So, yeah, we ended up, filling those up. We got some baklava. All looked great. And then I said to my wife, as the chap was sort of weighing it up and then, putting it in his till machine thing, I said, oh, you know what? I'll buy this. You bought the entrance tickets. I'll get this for us. All right.
That's your mistake, pal. Hear the price first.
Well, here's the thing, right? You expect to pay a premium, don't you?
Yeah.
At places like that. Like, I understand this is not really going to be cheap.
It's independent, that sort of thing.
Yeah. Here's a question. So, if you had that Morrison-style salad bar tub of some flavoured olives, 2 slices of baklava, what would you expect to pay?
So I would say, realistically, I'd probably say about £15.
That's kind of what I was thinking. I was maybe 15, maybe 20 quid.
Yeah.
At a push, go on. It's a bit of a treat. Okay. £46.
What the fuck?
That is exactly what we said. And then the guy was like, oh, I can take some out. And then basically this triggered my wife. And she was like, no, I'm sorry. We're just not doing it. Jordan, come on. And we just walked away.
Good on her. I mean, what the... £46?
£46. And I thought, we've just spent £30 to get in there. I'm not paying 76 quid for a tub of olives.
Yeah, fuck that. That's absolute insanity. See, when you were queuing up the fact that it's obviously going to be a bit more than we presumed, I was thinking 25, 30, 35 at a push, to be on the expensive side, but 46 quid.
£46, yeah. And what was just so embarrassing was that there were a couple of other people around and it's like it became a scene. I was like, oh, I can't look back now.
See, either you tipped everyone else off and they thought, yeah, fuck that, let's leave this stall because I'm not paying that, or everyone looked at you and went, peasants.
Yeah, at the country show with their farmland. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. Our jaws hit the floor.
I can imagine.
I thought, have I misheard you there? No, he said £46.
That's insanity, man.
I couldn't believe it. So yeah, we didn't buy it. So in the end, we paid £30 to get in, didn't eat anything or do anything, and then went home.
Amazing day out.
But in some ways, we've saved 46 quid.
That's true.
But here's the thing, though. I bet there'll be a lot of people who would feel the pressure to be like, okay.
Yeah.
And just do it.
Yeah. You feel like, oh, well, I've got this far now. I've made them do the effort of dishing it up and I'll just do it, kind of thing. But yeah, that's mental. I can't believe that.
But anyway, that was my happening. How are you?
Well, Jordan, I'm sorry to say I've got something to add today.
Uh-oh.
That is the fact that I feel like I live in a fucking sitcom.
Or did you go to a country show?
No, it happened in my own kitchen.
Oh, no.
I feel like I am the main character in this TV show, and there's some kind of canned laughter going on that I can't hear, but everyone else is aware of.
Oh, so you haven't seen those installed cameras I put on that live YouTube feed?
Yeah, I wondered what they were. I don't know how you got my wife to play along.
I thought it was a new hanging thing for my towel.
With a big red blinking light.
No, don't do that because it'll cover it. Go on then, what happened?
Let me tell you about my morning. So I dropped the kids off at school and I came home. I thought to myself, I've got a big long loaf of ciabatta bread.
Right.
It was going out of date.
Oh, your wife will bin it, won't she?
Yeah, her and her bread. I thought I'll cut it in half, slice it long ways, and then I'll cut that down the middle. So I've got 2 little squares essentially. And then I'll make sort of pizza baguette. So I'll put some
nice.
tomato puree on, bit of cheese, bit of barbecue sauce, oregano. I'll put it in the air fryer. I thought, perfect.
Lovely.
This is going to be the breakfast of champions. I cannot wait for this. First, I thought, I can't have this without garlic oil because I love garlic oil and I feel it makes the pizza. So I chopped up 4 garlic cloves, put it in a bowl, added the oil, give it a stir, put that to the side. And anyone who has made homemade pizzas knows that that's the time-consuming bit, because you've got to chop the garlic up dead small.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to dirty the garlic press, so I just cut it by hand. So it took a while. So I put that to one side, cut my bread up, got the stuff on, put it in the air fryer. But my wife and I recently are trying our hardest to not dirty the air fryer trays because we are sick to the back teeth of washing them.
Oh, okay.
Because they're just clunky. They clog up the sink, when you got other dishes in there. It's just, It's a bit of a pain. So we're putting tin foil in or baking paper or something. Just try and stop any grease or cheese falling around the edges.
Yeah.
So I put the tin foil in and I put the ciabatta bread with the cheese and the barbecue sauce all made up, ready to go inside, put it on, went back to check it after 10 minutes, perfectly cooked. I was like, fantastic.
Nice.
So I took the drawers out, took the ciabatta bread out, but realised the tinfoil had stuck to the cheese.
Oh, no.
So I was trying to peel it off, but then some little remnants were getting stuck behind. And my OCD brain, the little guy that lives inside my head that likes to fuck me, went,
That'll kill you if you eat that.
so I was like, fuck. Right, so I went to cut like the little bits out, but then I was like, no, because it might be like under the cheese. So I thought, fuck. So I'll bin it.
No.
I thought I'll use the other half of the bread that I haven't cooked and I'll make it again. I thought it's fine. It won't take me long. I'll just do it. But then I thought, no, my stupid brain again went,
No, because you moved the cooked bits on top of that uncooked bit. What if something has fallen onto that and that's contaminated in some way?
Wow.
so I thought, fuck it. So I just binned it all in a mood, like really pissed off. And then I thought, I'll do the dishes.
Because that'll make me feel better.
Well, I knew we were recording later, so I had to get them done. So I thought, fuck it, I'll just do it now because I'm in a mood. I started doing the dishes, and then I thought, hang on a minute, I've still got some Scottish bread left, so I can still do it. I'll just use the Scottish bread. So I put the Scottish bread out, made it all up, put it in the air fryer, sans tinfoil this time. So I thought, fucking, I'm going through that again.
Yeah.
So I put them in, and I was doing the dishes, and as I was coming to the end of the dishes, I thought I'll clean out the little, the plug stopper thing in the sink. So I thought I'll empty that of any remnants of food that's been left. So I picked that out, went to go to the bin. It slipped out of my hand, and all the little bits of food, like beans from yesterday's kids' meals and stuff, went all over my feet, all over the floor.
Oh, your favourite.
Yeah, exactly. That's fucking fantastic. So I had to then clean that up, sweep the floor, mop the floor, put all the shit in the bin, then clean out the sink properly, and then finally came to eat my toast. But I was just like, why? All I wanted was a fucking ciabatta pizza bagel thing.
Yeah.
And it's taken me an hour to get 2 Scottish bread ones.
At least, Ian, that you had some Scottish bread left and your wife hadn't binned it.
Yeah, that's true. I think she saw how upset I was last time and just decided to never touch Scottish bread again.
Even though it was all green and furry.
Oh yeah, that's the best bits, mate. That's flavour.
You don't need any garlic oil then, do you?
That's what us Scots call seasoning.
There was a happy ending, though, wasn't there? In that you actually ended up eating that food.
Yeah, it worked out in the end.
Nice.
But, that's just like the first half of a half-hour sitcom. It's like Iain's kitchen time.
Yeah, that was a really well-liked segment on the live stream.
Yeah, I can imagine. Hundreds of likes.
Oh, thousands, millions.
Oh, they're rolling in still. People will be watching it.
I can't wait to do the best of soon.
They especially love the bit where you look up to the ceiling and go, why me? Why do you hate me, God?
It's great that you looked just past the camera so it wasn't directly at it.
Well, yeah, cinematic.
Yeah. I just did a little zoom out as well. It was really good. Don't know if you noticed your ceiling moving, but yeah.
I didn't notice it, but I did hear a... So that was weird.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was your wife in the other room.
Getting a message like, he's done it, he's dropped it. Cue up the next trick.
Oh, dear Truman Show.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Anyway, we've waffled on far too long at the beginning of this. So, shall we jump into the good stuff, Jordan?
Yeah, go on then.
All right then, buddy. Let's go. Okay, Jordan. So, first off, the Trantaloids don't come from mainstream UFO reports. You won't find them in early cases like Betty and Barney Hill, the Pascagoula encounter, or really most abduction literature from the 70s and 80s. These buggers emerged much later, and mostly in fringe disclosure documents and whistleblower stories that began circulating early online in the 2000s. According to these documents, the US intelligence community discovered a plethora of extraterrestrial species that were encountered through crash retrievals and contact programs. And instead of calling them the insect ones or those squiddy looking lads, they gave them technological classification names ending in Lloyds. And sitting there, smack bang square in the middle of this list is the Trantaloids.
Okay. What's the Tranta bit mean?
I couldn't tell you, to be honest. That's just the name they gave them.
Could be worse, though. It could be Tarantulaloids.
You know what? That does come up in my mind every time I read it, and it kind of makes me wince a little.
Nice.
But alongside the Trantaloids, these supposed intelligence briefings included entire catalogues of alien species, each given one of these oddly bureaucratic names. And whether any of this came from actual government files or from someone on a UFO forum with a lot of imagination and too much time to kill is anyone's guess, but the result is basically a kind of alien wildlife guide. So Jordan, for your listening pleasure and viewing pleasure, here are some of those species that appear on this list. And for anyone at home, if you check out the YouTube video or the Spotify video or our Instagram, I will stick these pictures on there as well so you can view along as we go.
Oh, I'm excited.
So Jordan, first of all, we have the Heplaloids, which are reptilian beings with heavy armour-like skin.
Ooh, a little bit like the Ting Ting Runaways.
No.
Okay. Settles that.
And Jordan, here is image number 1 for you.
All right. Ooh, yeah, I think I've seen this before.
In my bedroom.
They are humanoid, aren't they?
Yeah.
They do look a little bit like an action figure.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I think most of them are pretty much humanoid in the sense of 1 head, 2 eyes, 2 arms.
Bipedal, yeah.
I thought you were going to say something about penis then.
No, it wasn't.
It's just my mind.
Yeah.
So next up, Jordan, we have the quadloids, which are creatures that normally move on 4 limbs, but can stand upright.
Oh, I thought you meant they were going to be really hench.
Oh, they are. I mean, you can tell me.
Let's have a look. Ooh, I don't like them.
Why not, Jordan? What's wrong with them?
Ooh, I don't like that. That is creepy.
Let's not be speciest.
And also, why is that guy in the background just chilling out?
He's just like, fuck, what have I stumbled into?
It's like, wrong door.
Yeah. He's like, this isn't my house. Oh, shit.
Yeah, I'm not sure I like that. That implies that they'd be fast.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the side as well, there's like little specifications about them. So it like tells you like the height and a little bit of information about them.
Origin unknown. Well, that was good.
Yeah. Unknown planet.
Surely it will say that about all of them.
No, God, no. Some of them have direct places that we know they come from.
Okay.
Like the Trantaloids, I'll be telling you that later.
All right.
But thanks for making me ruin, what's coming up. God.
I'm sorry. It says communicates via low frequency vibration and clicks. Like,
Yep.
that's awful.
God, there's one in the room.
That was me. That was
Okay.
me.
Thank God. Next, we have the paloids, which are small grey-skinned beings that some think are related to the classic greys. And you'll see why when you get this image.
I noticed that they don't put the origin of this one.
That's because this one is from...
Made up.
Right.
Sorry.
That's where I draw the line.
I'm sorry.
These are all real.
It was just an easy jab and I took it.
They're all real, right? And I'm trying to put out a little public service announcement here so people know what they're encountering.
Could you imagine, though, the proper skinny seeing a really fat one, proper obese?
Buddy, right? If a paloid turns up in your bedroom and you wake up and go, oh God, a grey, they're going to be so offended.
Well, I mean, it would just be like me, won't it? So, I mean, it's not much different.
You just pretty much signed yourself up for a probing. They were like, we were just here to take notes, but you turn over.
Yeah, it's not something you'd see on the tabloids.
Oh, God. Next on the list, we have the Trantaloids, which are reptilian or dragon-like humanoids, sometimes linked to underground bases.
Oh, okay. As soon as I heard Trantaloids, I thought it was going to be like a Dracula thing.
I know, because the reptilians are said to come from the Draco constellation.
Right, okay. They're very similar to the first ones, but maybe a little bit more spiny.
Bit more spiky, yeah, these ones.
Ooh, yeah. I don't know. I think I dislike the first one more, the Heplaloid.
Yeah. So next, Jordan, we have the Serpaloids. I'm going to let you try and guess this one. Any idea?
Well, a serpent is like snake.
No, maybe you're onto something there.
Or not?
No. I said you're onto something, so...
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, I'm not sure if I like that.
Yeah, correct, Jordan. These are highly intelligent snake-like entities.
Right, here's the thing that I'm not keen on these diagrams though, right? Size comparison. It's got a person next to it.
Yep.
But the person is nearly 4 meters tall.
I'm sorry, I'm going to have to disagree with you there. I don't believe you.
But I mean, it's just a matter of fact. That's just what's there. That's the evidence you're giving to me.
When have you not seen a person 4 meters tall?
Ever?
Well, it may open your eyes.
Maybe I need glasses.
You can't call me out on these because they're all just f***ing AI.
Oh, I was hoping that they were real, actual photographic evidence, Ian.
No, sorry.
All right, fair enough. I'll let you off.
Thank you. Next on the list, Jordan, we have the Trantaloids, which are turtle-like humanoids, which just kind of sound like something who fell asleep watching Ninja Turtles, had a bad dream and dreamt up. But that is coming your way right now. Please ignore the size comparison.
Oh, because that person's nearly 3 meters. Yeah, I think they look kind of cute.
Cute.
Weirdly. Yeah, sort of. Like, harmless, in a way. A bit like, I don't know, can't describe it, but I don't feel fear with that.
Right, Jordan's drunk, apparently. Next on the list, Jordan, we have the Trantaloids, which are ant-like hive creatures. Here is that photo for you.
Imagine a version of A Bug's Life.
Yeah, but 10 times scarier.
I mean, at least the size comparison is slightly better.
Can you just focus on the creatures, please?
I'm sorry. Yes, okay. Yeah, they've got really, genuinely bug eyes, haven't they?
Yep, super scary.
Do you think they blink?
Yeah, I think they probably do lots of things.
What, like the dishes?
Wink, yeah, dishes.
Make a nice pizza?
Oh, yeah. Probably without tinfoil.
Do they have OCD?
Couldn't tell you, mate. I've never met one, thank God.
Okay. I'll sign you up.
Yeah, well, knowing the way my life's going at the moment, living in this sitcom, there's probably going to be a f***ing load of them turn up tonight.
Oh, yeah. That's arranged.
And the next, Jordan, we have the Octaloids, which are cephalopod-style beings.
Oh, no, like octopus.
Yeah, with tentacles and everything.
Oh, I'm not sure I'm going to like this. Let's have a look. Oh, no. I do not like that. That's my least favourite.
How so?
I don't like the concept of octopus anyway. I mean, I don't know. I couldn't ever want to touch one.
Oh, no, I mean, I wouldn't want to touch one, but if that walked into my room, I'd be less scared than if a f***ing grey walked in.
Really?
Yeah.
Nah, that's worse. Way worse. And it looks like, it also swims in the water.
Yep.
That's awful.
No, they're all right.
3 meters tall. Like the person next to it as well.
Like the person. I think that person is just there as like a
pointless
guide.
Pointless comparison.
No, it shows you the anatomy of a person compared to.
Oh, yeah, because I wouldn't know that, would I, looking at it?
No.
This bipedal tentacle thing with 2 legs, 2 arms, and a head.
I think it is very helpful information. And whoever created this is surely a master among men. Anyway.
Oh, and also that mouth is awful.
Oh, yeah, that is pretty horrible.
Ugh, no, I don't like that. That's the worst one so far.
Oh, yeah, pointy teeth, God.
Yeah.
But then we obviously have the more familiar species that show up more often, which I mentioned in the intro. But then the list occasionally ignores its own rules and gives names that are more of a broad description, with entities like energy beings, which are made of pure light, shadow entities that appear as a silhouette. There's crystalline entities, gas beings, and gelatinous organisms, which all sounds like fun.
What's a gelatinous organism? Like, without bones as such?
Yeah, it's like a big jelly.
Ugh, sounds just as bad.
What would you prefer, that or the octopus one?
Well, if it is gelatinous and it has no bones or real structure like that, to me that feels like it would move slowly, so I would prefer that.
Never underestimate the speed of a gelatinous alien.
Okay.
I learned that the hard way.
Why, have you got a comparison chart? Which says a human runs 100 miles an hour.
Exactly. Got it in one. I'm not going to send you it now.
Okay.
But Jordan, I can imagine that right at the front of this government filing cabinet that houses all these alien species variants, there is a sticker top, front and centre that reads, "Known extraterrestrial species, do not misplace, because some of these fuckers are dangerous." Which brings me to the subject of today, the Trantaloids. And these buggers are hostile. And Jordan, here is an image of one of those for you.
Ooh, it's like a little grasshopper type thing.
Yeah, they're kind of like mantis beings, essentially.
Yeah, like a prying mantis.
There's a little bit of a crossover with UFO abduction lore a little bit later, so we'll get there when we get there. But yeah, that's what they look like.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm keen. You would not want to get a hug off them, would you?
I don't know, I'm always up for a good hug.
I mean, look at those pincers, though.
Yeah, it's just good for grabbing your bum. Give them a little squeeze while it's at it.
Imagine doing an arm wrestle with it. Oh, what's weird is I've just kind of clocked. It's got 2 joints, hasn't it?
Yeah.
That feels like it would have an unfair advantage.
It's an articulated claw.
Ooh, yeah, not keen.
Grim. So descriptions vary slightly depending on the source, but they tend to repeat the same core features. They're described as insectoid humans, often compared to giant walking sticks or praying mantises. Witness descriptions usually include extremely thin bodies, long segmented limbs, a narrow elongated head, large compound-style eyes, and a hard, chitin-like exoskeleton.
A hard what?
Yeah, I had to look it up. Apparently chitin is what some exoskeletons are made of, on little bugs and shit.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
The height is said to be between 7 and 9 feet tall, although some accounts claim even taller. So basically, imagine a praying mantis stretching into a tall humanoid form, standing upright with limbs that look almost too thin to support its body. Some witnesses say they move with jerky insect-like motions, while others say the opposite, that they glide around with a kind of unsettling smoothness. So basically, if you open your bedroom door at night and saw one of these things stood there, your brain would turn off and the only bodily function left working would be taking you to Browntown. So where are these tall creepers from? The most common origin given is the Epsilon Eridani star system, which is about 10.5 light years from Earth. This star actually exists. It is a real nearby star with a planetary system, which is why it pops up so often in UFO lore. However, other documents claim that the Trantaloids are connected to Zeta Reticuli, which is the same system famously associated with the Greys in the Betty and Barney Hill abduction case.
And with Mr. Bob Lazar himself.
Oh, did he say that as well?
Yeah, apparently the sports model that he was working on
The sports model was
supposedly from it.
Yeah, the Ford Zeta Reticuli. So, in the alleged alien taxonomy documents, the Trantaloids are usually described as hostile. Some whistleblower sources claim that they are even one of the few extraterrestrial species considered actively dangerous to humans. The story says things like, they are aggressive and territorial, and they have little regard for human life. Even other alien groups like to avoid these angry bugs. One of the strangest stories circulating in the disclosure community claims that a Trantaloid was actually captured in the early 1960s. Shock and awe, apparently. Not from Jordan, though. The story goes that the creature was recovered after a UFO landed in the United States. Military personnel closed in quickly and allegedly managed to tranquilize the Trantaloid. What's it called? Tranquilize the Trantaloid. I forgot what it was called.
I just got the impression then that it was some sort of tour guide of their world.
Of Earth.
The Trantala guide.
8 foot tall of Earth.
No, it's like over 9, it's 3 meters.
Oh, right.
Just like the human.
Yeah, exactly. It's like us humans, tall humans. Military personnel closed in quickly and allegedly managed to tranquilize the Trantaloid and contain it before transporting it to a secure facility for study. But according to the claim, it only survived briefly in captivity, dying within days of capture.
Aww.
Because, f it.
Is that what they did?
That's what killed it. Not compatible with human penis.
Oh, you definitely wouldn't want to put that in its arms, would you?
I mean, maybe.
Depends what you're into.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously, no physical evidence of this has ever surfaced, and the story only appears in anonymous documents, but that, Jordan, is a kind of thing that keeps the lore alive. But second to that, there's a story that sounds like something that absolutely should have been front page news, but for obvious reasons wasn't. A circulating document from 1985 said that a Trantaloid allegedly appeared in Washington, D.C. The story claims the creature was spotted moving through the residential area at night, where it even reportedly attacked several people.
Ouch.
The police were called and officers were confronted with what witnesses described as a large insect-like humanoid. The creature resisted capture, because it's not going to go calmly, is it? And had to be shot with tranquilizer rounds before collapsing and was later taken away by federal authorities, supposedly, because, again, there is zero verifiable evidence this ever happened. But imagine that police radio call. Dispatch, we've got a 9-foot-tall angry stick insect causing trouble on 4th Street.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
I'd like to take that call, I think.
Yeah, no, but you wouldn't like to be the actual dispatchers, would you, there, arriving on scene?
Oh, God, no. I'd be the one, in the comfortable chair going, oh, shit, a 9-foot-tall stick insect. Can you take some pictures for me?
FaceTime me when you're there.
I'd love to take pictures, but there's 3-meter-tall humans everywhere. I can't get a good shot. But, Jordan, here's where things get even weirder, because a lot of abductee reports do include insect beings that sound suspiciously like these angry sticks. One recurring theme in abduction literature is the presence of mantis-like entities overseeing the procedures performed by the Greys, standing behind them, watching them almost like supervisors. Need proof? Here you go. One abductee, just a small-time guy, you might not know his name, he's called Whitley Strieber,
Never heard of him.
reported an abduction where he saw a tall being with a triangular head and long arms like a praying mantis standing upright and seeming to be directing the smaller beings.
Ooh.
Yeah, you could pretty much take that to the bank, if Mr. Strieber said it.
All right, what is it worth?
What's the conversion rate these days? 63p?
All right, I'll still take it.
I mean,
Times are hard.
had you bought those olives,
Yeah, I'll be able to get like 1% of it.
yeah, I'd be a little bit back.
Yeah, fine.
Every little helps. Another witness described a creature that looked like a stick insect walking on 2 legs, communicating telepathically and controlling the Greys. And at this point, I think it's pretty safe to say that these people are seeing Trantaloids.
I understand the conclusion there, yeah.
So it doesn't take a smartaloid to see that some researchers believe that the mantis aliens reported in abduction cases are actually the same species described in the Trantaloid documents, meaning that these sticky shits are higher in the hierarchy with extremely advanced intelligence, and maybe even something older or more powerful than the Greys.
Oh, your favourite.
Did you get my little joke there? If anybody clocked that, email us and you can be our friend.
Okay, you can explain it to me.
The next weird part about these pointy, angry branches is that witnesses describe them appearing at first almost like shadowy forms that then solidify into physical bodies, while others say they seem to fade in and out of reality, as if stepping through some kind of boundary, leading some to believe that they might not be extraterrestrial, but interdimensional. But as with the paranormal, their appearance does seem to follow a few common traits, like before they appear, rooms become unnaturally quiet, electronic devices fail, and people hear a strange buzzing sound. All classic high strangeness features. But Jordan, as we said so many times, if even a tiny fraction of these stories are true, then that would suggest that an insectoid being that is always looking for a fight might just be out there, and they might be part of the phenomenon that has been interacting with humanity since the dawn of time. But Jordan, that has been your PSA on what kind of alien to absolutely avoid, and I just want to know, what do you think?
I think I would absolutely avoid all of those if I can.
I don't know, the squiddy one, I think he's pretty cool.
No, that's the worst.
I played poker with him last week, he's alright. I owed him loads of money and he let me off.
No, it just makes your cards all wet.
No, you just give him a towel before he sits down, he's grand.
Oh, it's like constant secretion.
The best part about it is he's got so many tentacles, you can give him like 8 towels. He dries himself off in a second.
That would be very good, actually. Quite efficient, yeah.
Fish.
Very good.
Yeah.
I don't know what I make of it, really. Because it is sort of just a bit of hearsay, isn't it? I mean, Whitley Strieber is said to have experienced it, and that does say a lot.
Yep.
But other than that, there's not very much, is there?
No, I mean, all the other ones, these are kind of just names that are kind of been invented for things that people have said this. Maybe one person said it, and the name has just stuck to that. It's like, imagine, you own decks of cards, and then you go into, I don't know, Poundland, and they've brought out their own deck, and you're like, well, I have to buy it just because it's here. These people that are talking about aliens just have to add every single classification, that they ever hear. So even if one comes out the back of a crisp packet, they're like, well, we'll add it to the list just in case, kind of thing.
Yeah, I get that. But I find it interesting, though, and those AI images were very interesting to look at.
Yeah, that was just to give you a little visual representation of what I was trying to talk about. They weren't to be taken seriously, but I understand that, you like to pick up on every little point, and it's half the reason I love you, because when it works in my favour, it's very handy. But when it works against me, that's when I started to rethink and revalue our friendship. But it's okay. I'll let it slide today. This one time.
And I appreciate the efforts that you went to, because you did give me quite a few images, and I do appreciate that.
That's what I'm here for, So some of us just like to give, and some of us just like to give criticism.
Don't know what you mean. No, thank you very much.
Not a problem. Thank you for listening. Now I'm ready to dish out my advice.
Right, okay, Ian. So, I'm going to ask you these questions that, again, I've taken from online. These are genuine questions to Agony Aunt columns.
Right.
So, Ian, today you are playing the role of Mr. Ian the Agony Uncle, shall we call it? I don't know. Agony Ian.
I like that. I was going to put out a blanket statement, right? All of these should start with just have a whack.
Well, okay. Let's see, shall we, what the questions are first?
Okay, right, yeah. I just wanted to put that out before so that I didn't say it after you said something horrible.
Right, okay.
Now I can say, well, in hindsight, I didn't know what you were going to say.
Yeah, so actually, this is a really bad thought process as an agony uncle, isn't it?
No, my column in the paper would read, before you even consider writing into me, have a whack, see how you feel.
If that doesn't solve it...
Write in.
Got you.
Right.
I see.
Get in touch.
Well, you never know, Ian, because these were taken as legit questions from the internet. Mm-hmm. Maybe, just maybe, someone even might find your replies helpful. Who knows?
Okay. Have you tried having a
So, dear Agony Ian, I pretended to like jazz when I met my partner 11 years ago, but now I can't endure another 6-hour saxophone festival. What do I do?
Honesty is the best policy.
Okay.
You can't go through your entire life pretending to like something you don't. You need to come clean. Just say, look, I'm sorry. I was trying to be someone I wasn't back then. But, we've grown in other ways. We have other things that we like about each other. We share other interests, and jazz is not one of them. I don't mind if you want to go to your 6-hour saxophone solos. I'm just going to go to bed and have a
6-hour solos. God, he'd be knackered.
No, the saxophone's the solo. I mean, I don't know how long it takes him.
Circular breathing.
Yeah.
God, he'd be red, wouldn't he?
Both of them would be read by the end of it. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for your advice there.
Wait, I'm sorry. I think you should grade my advice. Do you think that's fair?
I think that is very fair. Yeah, definitely. Dear Agony Ian.
Yes.
I've inherited a large amount of money, but my family still thinks I'm broke. Life is much more peaceful this way, but am I wrong for keeping it from them?
Right, so this can be a difficult one. I think it could be perceived in a few ways, but money can be very damaging to relationships because some people feel that they are entitled to it.
Right.
You hear people about winning the lottery, and all of a sudden, long lost cousins are coming out the woodwork, asking for a little bit of a handout, and it's like, oh, you've got all this money, you can spare a little bit. You hear about other people who win the lottery who keep themselves anonymous for the reason of money can be toxic.
Yeah, that's fair enough. So what would you suggest to this person?
I would suggest that this person maybe confide in one family member who they trust, who can maybe help people out in ways.
So not Big Mouth Brittany?
No, not Big Mouth Brittany. Maybe take Tiny Mouth Tim.
Okay.
God. Take him to one side and just be like, mate, I've won some money. I want to be able to help the family, but I don't want people sort of taking advantage. So, maybe little Billy is going to university and you want to help pay some tuition fees. You can then give it to Tiny Mouth Tim and say, hey, just say you won some money on the lottery, and then you can give that to him.
Deal.
And then that's indirect from you, so you can still help your family out. I'm not saying keep it all to yourself, but maybe don't let on to everyone that you have all that money, and I think that's fair if you want to do that.
Good advice, I like it.
Then go have a whack.
Into all of your cash.
Yeah. Clean yourself up with $10 bills.
No, $100 bills, Ian.
Oh, God, if you're feeling a little bit spicy.
Dear Agony Ian.
Yep.
My neighbour sunbathes naked in the garden, and she waves at me every morning while I make the tea.
Don't have a wank.
My wife doesn't know. Should I tell her?
Yeah, definitely don't start that one with a wank. That could be very bad. So this naked neighbour waves at him every morning. I mean, he didn't ask her to be naked.
No. I
can assume by his admittance of this story that he's not putting himself in a position where he would otherwise be unable to see her. So he's not like peering over the fence.
That's true.
To try and get a look.
He's just making tea.
Yeah, and she's just in the vicinity and
the kitchen.
They wave. Yeah. I mean, nudity isn't really something to be ashamed of.
Not at all.
I would say. So if she is naked and she's in her own privacy and they happen to see each other, they can wave. He's not being creepy about it. And if their marriage is secure, then I don't think that's a problem.
But what if his wife is really insecure and that would not be good for her?
Then just,
close the blinds?
No. Well, yeah, that's a good option. But secrets are bad, right? Secrets can ruin relationships because when even however noble you're being for keeping it, if it comes out later, it's going to be 10 times worse.
True.
So if you just say, look, this happened, I'm not doing it on purpose, I will try to avoid that situation in future, there's no ill intent behind that, but then at least the other person is aware of what's going on.
I get you. Or the other thing, maybe, just move house.
Oh, yeah. Gonna fucking pack up, sell my house, buy a new house, get a new mortgage, all for the sake of not too much effort.
Okay, and then you realise that whole street is a nudist.
Yeah, you've moved into a nudist colony.
I like your advice. That's very good.
Thank you.
What about Dear Agony Ian? I'm 58 and my girlfriend is 23. My children refuse to meet her and say I'm embarrassing myself. Any thoughts?
Oh, it's a difficult one.
Are you just going to leave it at that?
Yeah, that's my reply.
That's a tricky one, you fucked.
No, I mean, they're both consenting adults.
Yes.
Obviously, the children have their own right to make up their own mind about how they feel about a parent remarrying.
Yeah.
Does it say what happened to their mother? Like, are they just divorced, or?
That is all I know.
So that could change the situation, because it had like the mother died and the father moved on. The kids aren't happy with that.
Oh, moved on with the nurse.
Yeah, or moved on. Just with someone else. The parents are like, how could the kids are like, how could you do this to mum?
Just thoughts on that. Is he in the wrong for dating this person that is well over half his age?
Again, that's a tricky one. I mean, like I said, they're both consenting adults. They both want to be in that situation.
Maybe. Is it just, live your life as you want to? You can't please everybody.
I guess so. It feels a little bit strange, like the age difference, but I think that just comes with you grow up in like cliques of your own age.
Of course.
Like you go to school, you're all your peers, everyone's the same age as you. You move up through the years. You start work with people your own age.
Yeah.
And then you meet friends, and again they're all the same age. So when it comes to relationships, when there's such a drastic difference in age, you're thinking that's weird. But maybe that's just because that's been ingrained into us since nursery.
I guess there's one issue, isn't there, that it could be that all the social events that this guy takes his young girlfriend to are all his friends' funerals.
That would be weird. What a way to spend your 30s.
So yeah, weird one. I'll move on.
Okay. Sorry, old guy.
Dear Agony Ian, I really like this girl at work, but I'm not quite sure how to broach the subject. She always seems interested, but when I talk to her, I've heard she has a boyfriend. Should I send her pictures of my penis?
Absolutely not.
I don't think that needs any more, really. I think that's good advice.
Yeah, try having a fucking conversation with the lady. God.
Dear Agony Ian, should I still be with someone who hosts a shitty podcast with his... Oh, no, sorry. That was the...
Was that your wife?
Sorry, brush past it. Next one. Dear Agony Ian, my husband told me that if both I and his mother were drowning, he would save his mother first. I feel deeply hurt. What should I do?
Accept that was a hypothetical situation and move on. Or, ask one in return, something of similar caliber, and see what they say. And then ask them why, and then reflect the reasons. And be like, well, you said that, and can you now understand why I said what I said?
And could you give an example of what you could reiterate back?
Maybe ask them something like, if family member A and family member B were drowning, you could only save one, which one would you save? And then ask them why they chose that one.
Right, okay.
Because there's going to be an answer, isn't there? There's got to be an answer.
Guess so.
And you can always then go, well, why?
Yeah.
And if they have reasons, then you can say, well, there you go. You can see you've come to a conclusion in your head as to why I had to do the same. But again, it's a hypothetical situation, so let's just forget about it and move on.
Very true. I mean, plus his wife's a bitch.
Good in bed, though.
Better than the mother.
No, his mother's mint. That's why he'd save her.
Moving on. Dear Agony Ian, I accidentally sent a romantic text meant for my boyfriend to my boss. He replied with a wink emoji. Do I quit?
No, you don't quit. You just explain yourself. My apologies, that was not meant for you. The end. Draw a line and move on. People only ever make situations weird. A situation is not weird unless the people in it find it weird.
Yes.
Like people who live in polyamorous relationships.
Yes.
To a normal person, they're like, whoa, I couldn't do that. That's weird. How the hell do you do that? Right? But that's just because the people in the relationship have accepted that it's normal for them. And that's the way they feel. So, right. So then their partner gets another partner. They don't go, whoa, this is weird. They're just like, yeah, this is normal. So, it's the same situation. It could be done by anyone. Two different ways of looking at it.
That is fair enough. Good answer.
Thank you.
Dear Agony Ian, I discovered my husband has a second family in another town.
God.
He says he didn't know how to end either relationship. Please help.
What do you want from me in this situation? Just be aware that you and this other family are the victims of this, so don't be angry at the other family. It's solely the responsibility of the man involved.
Yes, the person you married.
So maybe, it depends on what you want to do. If you want to go with the route of divorce, because obviously, I dare say marrying two people's illegal where they're from. So, one of you is going to have to get divorced. I don't know. Just if you don't want to be with them, don't stay for the sake of trying to make it work.
Okay. Yeah, I get that.
But if you want to stay, then, you do you.
Oh, right. I've got some quick fire rounds for you now, Ian.
Right.
Dear Agony Ian, my fiancée is pregnant, but I've been sleeping with her sister.
No.
Now she's also pregnant.
Fuck's sake.
And I'm not ready for kids, so should I ditch both of them?
No, you should absolutely own up to your responsibility.
You chump.
You silly bugger.
Dear Agony Ian, I'm in love with two men. One is dependable and kind, and the other gives me nice creeps. Which should I marry?
The f***'s a nice creep.
Couldn't tell you. I'm hoping that you'd understand, Mr. Agony Ian.
Okay, so I'm going to say that as one of these descriptions has the word creep in it, stay away from that one. That's all I have to go on.
Okay. Dear Agony Ian, my mum's dog attacked our postman. I tried to help him, and then one thing led to another, and now I think I'm pregnant.
What the hell?
What should I do?
I don't know. Probably have a baby.
I assume she means with the postman and not the dog, but...
Well, fingers crossed. Yeah, stop sleeping with the postman.
Okay.
No, that's terrible advice. Take on the responsibility of your baby. I don't know.
Okay, thank
What do you want to do? This isn't a question for me. It's your fucking body.
Dear Agony Ian, I saved money to buy a pet monkey, but my parents refused to let me. Are they being unfair?
No, monkeys are dangerous.
Dear Agony Ian, I'm a fan of the online game Habbo Hotel, and after many hours of searching I found myself a beautiful girlfriend. Now I have discovered she has cheated on me. I'm 16. I loved my girl. We did everything together. Swimming, dancing, exchanging furniture. She was the best thing that ever happened to me. Then she dropped the bombshell that she has wanted someone else. I was furious. At first I wanted to kill this other Habbo, but now I am totally depressed and I want to die. I hate every second I am alive.
Okay, I wasn't sure if this was in-game girlfriend or in-game player in real life, but I'm now under the impression that this is an in-game girlfriend that they're talking about.
That's how I read that too.
Okay, so turn the computer off.
Have a whack.
That's Agony Jordan's advice there for you. Go outside, touch some grass, take your shoes off, take your socks off, enjoy the sunshine, just stay away from the computer for a bit, meet some real people.
I'm going to say just actually go and speak to actual people.
Yeah.
Dear Agony Ian, my adult daughter still expects me to cut up her food when we eat together in restaurants. Is this okay?
No, this is not okay. Well, I mean, I'm going to assume that this is a person of sound mind.
Yeah.
Completely full, able-bodied, that kind of thing. In that case, cut their own food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nearing the end now. So, dear Agony Ian, is it true women should be careful of men with moustaches?
I have a moustache, and I can honestly say the answer is no. I am very kind.
Okay, penultimate one. Dear Agony Ian, my boyfriend and I have a good relationship, but there are times when he dons a Darth Vader mask and refuses to wear anything other than Darth Kickass. What should I do?
I don't know, just allow him to have his hobbies, and if you don't like it, you don't need to partake. I don't know what you want to say to that one.
I think that's fair enough. Yeah, that answers that. It's good.
I mean, I have a podcast which my wife doesn't listen to. She doesn't have to sit and listen to me record. I don't make her watch me or anything.
She's just there in the corner.
No, it's okay for two people in one relationship to have separate likes and hobbies and enjoyments.
Yeah.
And they can be enjoyed alone.
Very good. And finally, dear Agony Ian, I'm a 35-year-old man. My wife has a strange habit of urinating in the tea she serves our guest at our home. She says it gives her a kick.
What the fuck?
Though I was shocked at first, I have started enjoying it too. In fact, I do the same when making tea for guests. I have heard that drinking urine is not harmful. Is it safe to continue doing this?
No, that is not safe or legal to continue doing. Do you know what, right? There's, in the world of kink,
Okay.
there is a saying that nothing should be acted out unless it is safe, sane, or consensual.
Right, and the consensual is definitely not there.
There is no consent in that situation, so what you're doing is illegal.
I'd also argue it's not sane.
Yeah, I'd say that's not sane. I mean, that kind of thing, if somebody is into it and absolutely wants it, fair enough. Drink all the fucking piss you want. But to do that to people who are unknowing is not nice, not cool.
No.
So stop it.
And you'd also hope that it was fresh, wouldn't you? So it's still warm. Otherwise, that would really cool down that tea.
Well, you add milk to tea, that cools it down.
It's very true. But if you've added milk and cold piss...
What a combination.
Oh, that's awful. So, yes, thank you, Mr. Agony Ian. I hope that you might have answered some people's queries there, and if anyone is going through similar thoughts...
There's some guy at home right now being like, oh, fuck, I can't piss in my guest tea anymore. It's ridiculous. You should never listen to Two Guys What's Up.
So, yeah, there you go. Public service.
Oh, yeah. 2 public service announcements today.
Oh, love it. Thank you.
Oh, God, right. So can we finish, please? Because I'm dying.
For a piss.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, you coming over, Jordan?
I'll make you a cuppa. Oh, yes, let's finish it.
So, Jordan, does that about bring us round to the end of today's episode?
I think so.
Nice. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of Two Guys What's Up. Don't forget to follow the show wherever you listen to us so you don't miss another episode, and maybe even tell a friend. Take your friend to a friend's house. Watch them make your tea, just to be on the safe side. But as the conversation is dwindling and you get a little bit bored of each other's companies, be like, have you heard of this podcast called Two Guys What's Up? They talk about pissing in tea and stuff. That's a sale right there.
And if you'd like to get in touch with us, our Linktree link is in the bio of this episode, which you can click on and find all the information you need, along with our Two Guys What's Up hotline number. Ian, shall we play a jingle?
Let's do it, Jordan!
Nice.
07395840199.
Oh, delicious. And don't forget to check out our Patreon if you want to help support the show and get some cool stuff while you do so.
But if you can't do that and you'd still like to help us out, then a 5-star rating and review in your podcast app of choice would be the best and the freest way to do that for us, and we would be totally grateful.
Oh yeah, we would.
But on that note, thank you very much for listening. Have an amazing rest of your week, and we will, of course, see you next Monday.
Dear Agony Aunt.
Looks like he's going to pee now. Dear Agony Ian, why do squirrels always run away from me? Clearly their nut hoarding problem is a cry for help, but they seem to run away when I get too close. Please help.
I believe that is probably because you're taking my earlier advice, and while you approach these squirrels, you're having a whack. Never approach anything, animal, human, or otherwise, with your penis out.
That is good advice, Ian.